Hi, yogis. It's Leslie Garrett. I am back. I took a very brief hiatus for technology reasons, and I'm back. I have a new microphone. Hope it works. And I am assuming everything is going to flow as it should today. So again, thanks for joining me. Grab, if you need blocks, grab a hold of those. If you need a pillow, something to sit on, grab that. And maybe a glass of water. I don't know about you, but I am sweating already. So let's meet on the mat. I'm going to stay seated. I want all of you to recline onto your backs. Doesn't matter what side of the mat your head's on. Just lie back, feet flat, knees fall together. Close your eyes. And take just a brief moment to get your shoulder blades tucked underneath you. Maybe lift and tuck your pelvis a couple times, getting your low back settled on the ground. Relax your feet, your toes. And with eyes closed, bring your right hand to your belly, your left hand to rest on your chest. Let the breath begin to deepen. It's almost like magic. As soon as you close your eyes and stop moving, the breath begins to slow all on its own. And you are simply shaping it to suit you. Inhaling through the nose. Let the belly rise and the chest rise. Exhaling through the nose, the chest falls, the belly draws in. Inhaling, expand. Exhaling, soften as the air exits your lungs, and then draw the belly in. You don't want to make the breath too complicated. So complicated you can't think of anything else when you're flowing through your practice. Just let the breath feel calming, rewarding. Slowly open your eyes, wiggle your hands. Wiggle your toes. You're still on your back. I'm going to join you there. So your feet, I forgot to have a microphone pack. We'll see how that goes. Your feet should be about hip width apart, flat on the floor. Your arms by your sides, palms down. Lifting into bridge. Lift your seat off the floor. Arms reach overhead. Biceps by ears. Bridge pose. And then slowly release down. Hands come to knees as you draw the knees in. Feet down. Bridge, arms reach over the head, lift the hips. And as you lower all the way down, hands draw the knees in. One more time. Bridge, lift, and reach. And lower, hug the knees in. You can hug them bigger than I am. I have a microphone pack on my back, so a little bit limiting here. Rock a little bit side to side. And then with your hands still on your kneecaps, just start to circle the knees in one direction. Maybe you start small and then you go big. Maybe you start big and then go small. Switch directions. And then let's rock and roll forward and back. Babysitting my mic pack here. And when you're ready, I want you to come onto all fours. Good, and we're gonna scooch back towards the back of the mat. All fours, Good. Point your toes, so tops of the feet on the floor, knees together, have a seat back. Virasana, hero's pose. Let's move into some quick twists. Take a breath in, your gaze is forward. Twist to the right as you exhale. Inhale forward. Exhale other way, twist. Keep going. Moving with the breath. And on the twists, imagine that you're really wringing out the tissues, wringing out anything physical that doesn't feel good, wringing out anything emotional that doesn't feel good. Do one more in each direction. Take your time. Yoga certainly is not a race. It's a journey. You will learn so much more if you take your time and be present. Good. Face forward. Both hands on the floor behind you. You can be fingertips, you can be palms, whatever works for you. And we're going to simply just begin to open the chest and the front of the shoulders. So you're arching your back, drawing your heart forward and up. Your gaze can be forward or it can be up. Let the shoulder blades draw closer to one another on your back. Maybe you rock side to side like I am. Or maybe it feels best just to hold still. Good. Relax your spine, look forward. We're going to keep our hands back here. Lift the knees off the floor. So inner thighs hugging together. What should I be feeling? The stretch down your shin bone, into the front of your ankle, into the front of your foot, and into your toes. Don't go higher than feels good for you. Now set the knees down, walk the hands forward. You're going to plant them by the knees. This too, we're going to lift the knees and leave the tops of the feet on the floor, but you're going to engage your abdominals and your legs. So lift the knees, weight in the hands, try to lift the thighs closer to your belly and set it down. We're going to alternate between those two poses. Hands behind you, lift the knees, slow stretch, 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 stretch. Set the knees down, hands down by the knees and lift, belly tight, squeeze the knees together. Lower down, hands behind you, lift the knees, stretch, the front of the legs, front of the feet. Set them down, lift again, tight belly, round your back, pull everything in towards the midline. Keep breathing. You're pressing the thumb and the index finger down into the mat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Nice job. Sit on your heels. Take some twirls at the wrist. I encourage you to never really rush your wrist stretches. I know I do sometimes. And then I start to have some issues in my wrists. So just take a minute. If you have your own personal wrist stretches, go for it. Ooh, there was a nice breathe. Thank goodness. This is a 3-season room, so it heats up like nobody's business. All right, go ahead and bring your weight into your hands, tuck your toes. We're going to balance on the balls of our feet. If that doesn't work for you, just stay here, stretching the feet. I'm going to come into a low squat. Ankles hugging in, knees hugging in, inner thighs hugging in, spine growing tall. Draw the belly in and the pelvic floor up as you exhale. And let's move into a forward fold. Hands down, straighten the legs as much as you can. You can even move from bent to straighter, bent to straight. Good. Bring the legs as straight as you can get them. If you have blocks, you can put hands on your blocks. These are my imaginary blocks. Cross right ankle behind left ankle. Pause. Walk your hands over to the left. Try not to lock that right knee. So soften at the kneecaps. Walk the hands back to center, uncross. Then take left behind right. Softening the knees and the shoulders. Walk your hands over to the right. Good. Let your head be heavy. All day long, we hold this 8-pound head of ours up between our shoulders. So when given the chance, let your neck relax. Walk the hands back, uncross your legs, slowly roll up. You're tucking the tailbone and trying to round through the low back, the middle back, the upper back, finally lifting the chin away from the chest. Inhale, both arms overhead in tall mountain. Take a fold forward, maybe bending the knees. Half lift here, nice straight spine. On your next exhale, ground your hands, walk the hands forward to downward facing dog. Got it. We're going to go through our flow a few times before we jump into our sequencing. So the flow is going to be a little different than what you're used to. Drop the knees. You can keep your toes tucked. Extended child's pose with toes tucked. Let's move into cat. So rounding the back, chin to chest, tailbone tucks under. And move into cow in table here. So on hands and knees, drop the belly. The heart pulls forward. The gaze pulls forward. Good, and we're gonna shift the weight forward and chaturanga. You can go halfway down, or maybe you touch your chin down. Push up, toes are tucked, downward facing dog. That's gonna be our flow. Good, do it again. Drop your knees, toes tucked, sit back to extended child's pose. Round up into cat. Inhale to cow. Shift forward, chaturanga. Push up, downward facing dog. You got it. If you don't like it, do the traditional high plank chaturanga, up dog, down dog. All right, take that right leg high. Bend the right knee and tap your left elbow. Good, squeeze the base of your fingers on the mat. 3-leg dog. Right knee to right elbow. 3-leg dog. Step the right foot up between the hands. Good, make sure the knee's at a 90. And then you can let your fingers hover above the mat. Really squeeze your thighs, your glutes. Press the right heel down into the mat. And then rise up, crescent pose. Good, your back heel is making its way down towards the floor. Front heel pressing into the earth. Draw your right hip back just a centimeter. Your left hip forward. And slowly lower the back knee all the way down to the mat. Anjaneyasana. Good. Arms by ears. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, hinge forward. Sweep the arms back. Don't rest on that right thigh. Inhale, rise up. Push into your front foot. Hinge forward as you exhale. Reach back. Spread the fingers. Again, inhale, strong legs. And hinge. Arms up by ears. Back toes are tucked. Let's rise up again to crescent pose. Drop the back heel. Warrior 1, just for a couple breaths. Hips square. Back razor edge of the foot is pressing down. And now that you're good, I'm gonna move you into warrior two. So right arm forward, left arm back. Get to see the back side of this. Maybe that is helpful. My my head is between my shoulders, neck nice and long, shoulders over hips, front knee over front ankle. Your gaze is over your right fingers. Got it. Cartwheel the hands down, framing the front foot. Step back to downward facing dog. Drop your knees, extended child's pose, inhale. Cat, exhale. Cow, inhale, chaturanga. Inhale, press up, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Good, sweep the left leg high. Right knee to left elbow. Left knee to right elbow. I messed that up, three-leg dog. I'm sure you all figured that out long before I did. Left knee to left elbow, tap. Three-leg dog. Step the left foot up between the hands. You got it. All right, guys, go through your inventory. Sorry, shirt's not behaving today. Let your fingertips hover, push into your left heel, and right heel, super strong, pushing back towards the back of your mat. Rise up to crescent. Nice. Let's square the hips. So very tiny movement. Left hip back, right hip forward. Strong back leg. Drop the back heel, warrior one, square it up. You can always give your hips some more space by walking that front foot wider. And then as you move into warrior two, you want to bring that front foot in towards center. Yeah, good. Check out your alignment. Head over shoulders, shoulders over hips, knee over ankle, arms soft and floaty, but still lengthening with every breath. Warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down. Good. Step back to downward facing dog. You can hang here or drop the knees, extended child's pose. Inhale. Cat, exhale. Cow, chaturanga. Straighten the arms, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Right leg, sweep it high. Bend the right knee, tap the left elbow, and stay there. We're gonna pendulum. Before we do so, grip the mat with your knuckles and the base of each finger, and then tick, tock, right, left. Good. Gripping the mat with knuckles, tenting the center of your palms will protect your wrist. 3, 2, 1, three-leg dog, reach, and step the foot up between the hands. Nice job, you guys. I don't know if you're as sweaty as I am. Maybe you don't get as sweaty as I do. That's awesome. But hopefully you feel like you're working. You're waking up your inner you to some important things that might be going on in your practice. All right, feel free to hop your back foot up if you want to make sure the feet are flat when we straighten that front leg. The back foot is flat. Totally up to you. If you want a bigger challenge, step that foot back. So we'll start in crescent, knee bent, arms wide, straighten the front leg. Oh. Crescent, arms up. Squeeze, try to get your back heel down towards the mat. Crescent, squeeze. Oh, let's do one more. Crescent, really drop into that right thigh, and then squeeze, arms wide. Squeeze your thighs. Tuck your tailbone under. Squeeze your glutes. Keep the arms wide back into our bent knee crescent. Take a straight arm twist to your right. You can stay looking forward if you're struggling a little bit to keep balanced. If you want the challenge, look to the right or look back. If your gaze is back, look forward. Arms stay straight. Simply drop your left hand to the mat, right hand to the sky. Low lunge, twist. Power up your back leg. What does that mean? It means contract. Squeeze what you can squeeze. Bring the left fingertips to hover in this twist. And using core and legs only, rise up to your crescent twist. And then windmill the arms, warrior two. All the way around, you're now facing the left side of your mat. That was a quick transition on my part. It's because I thought I might fall if I went any slower. All right. Cartwheel, hands down, low lunge. Step back to downward facing dog. You can stay or child's pose, breath in. Cat, breath out. Big scoop, cow, chaturanga. Push up, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Left leg, sweep it up. Good, bend the left knee, take it to right elbow. I'm on it this round. Hold it, hold it. Pendulum. Good, tick tock. You'll have to let me know with this microphone if you're hearing every breath. Just let me know. I can turn the volume down. It's 3, 2, 1, 3-leg dog. Reach, inhale. Step the left foot up. Got it. Right two, high lunge. Sweep them up. Look at that breeze. Woo-hoo. Not feeling much of it though, since the blinds are closed. All right, square those hips. Left back, right forward, strong leg. Strong. Arms up. Hop the back foot up if you need to, because we're going to straighten it. Back heel presses down. Crescent, bend the knee. Drop into the left thigh. Straighten, squeeze, glutes, thighs. Crescent. The farther down you go on the crescent, the farther you have to go to straighten the legs and lift up. One more. Good, back to crescent. Keep your arms wide. Take a breath in, and then straight arm twist to the left. Relax your shoulders. Push the front heel down as you squeeze the back thigh. Look forward, right hand to the mat. Low lunge twist. Not a cloud in the sky today, you guys. All right, everything stays the same. Just lift the right fingertips to hover, and then rise up to crescent twist. Here goes that transition. Circle the arms, warrior two, facing the right. Good, no shame in repositioning when you move from pose to pose, because guess what? Nobody's perfect. And we have to adjust as things get a little more challenging on the mat and off the mat. All right, cartwheel your hands down. Step back to downward facing dog. Stay or child's pose. Push back. Cat, make it big. Cow, chaturanga. Pause in your chaturanga. Push up. Downward facing dog. Nice job. All right, this time, simply step your right foot up to the right thumb. Engage your abdominals. Yeah. All right, back heel's gonna go down. We're coming into side angle. So if you're still new to yoga, or perhaps you just woke up with a whole lot of body aches today, elbow on thigh, you can do hand on block, hand on the floor, side angle pose. Good, top arm reaches forward. Can't really reach, but you should stretch through your fingertips. Okay, left arm reaches up. Take the weight out of your right fingers. Hover. Push into the right heel, warrior two. Yeah. Straighten the front leg. Just like in our pyramid pose, you can hop the back foot up to get a little stronger, better base. Arms parallel, triangle pose. Reach forward through the right hand and then drop. You definitely want to be higher up with that right hand if you're really tight in your hamstrings and your hips and your low back. Because if you make the objective in triangle pose to get as low as you can with the right hand, you're gonna collapse. So keep the chest open to the left arm reaching high, and bring that right hand up, maybe to rest on your shin, or it can hang there in air. Squeeze your inner thighs. And warrior two. Got it. Nice job. All right, we're gonna throw a couple goddesses in here, and then we'll just have one more side. All right, goddess, you get the back side. Actually, stay where you are. I'm gonna face you. Sweaty, sweaty. Toes out, heels in. Drop into it. You got it. Take the arms wide. Good. Lift all 10 toes. Hold here. Yep. You feel where your feet, the soles of your feet, are pressing into the mat. You want to continue to do that even as you lower the toes to the mat. Good. Got it. Hands to heart center. A little lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Face the top of your mat. Cartwheel the hands down. Downward facing dog. Child's pose. Inhale. Big cat. Exhale. Scoop it out to cow. And chaturanga. Hold it. Lift up. Downward facing dog. One more side. All right, tighten your belly and step your left foot to the top. Back heel, drop it. Good. Front heel lined up with back arch, approximately. Ground your left hand or elbow. Right hand to the sky. Maybe play with where that left hand goes. But remember, just like in triangle pose, you don't want to compromise the opening of that upper body. So if you have to lift up to do it, then please lift up to do it. If it feels right, you can draw the top arm by the ear. Good. Both feet are important in this pose. Press them down. Arm up. Let your left fingertips hover. Warrior two. Here's to all of you sweaty betties out there. Unite. It's just flowing today. I embrace it. So many things to be grateful for. All right, we're gonna straighten the front leg. So hop the back foot up if you need to. Straighten the front leg. arms parallel. Try to touch the wall out in front of your mat, and then drop left, lift right. Again, don't compromise this right side body just because you want to get that hand to the floor. So if it's better to open the right side and plant the hand on the shin, on a block. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your glutes. You got it. Soften the front knee. Rise up to warrior two. And then goddess, facing the right side of your mat. Settle in. She's a beauty, this goddess. Connect to that beauty, that strength. And even goddesses and warriors take breaks. So please don't wait for the invitation. Take the break. Inhale, palms are touching, reach the arms up. Exhale, wide and down and back to heart center. Inhale, up. Exhale, circle. Take your time. Inhale, the whole inhale, you're reaching the arms up. The entire exhale. Take time to return back to start. One more time. Inhale. Warrior two. Woo-hoo. Cartwheel the hands down. You can take a break or child's pose. Cat, push into your hands. Inhale the cow. Chaturanga hold for 4, 3, elbows in, 2, 1. Push up, downward facing dog. Woo, woo, woo. We're gonna shorten the dog, so take 2 baby steps up. Rock a little bit side to side. Let's take a cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. More. Inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. All right, step your feet as wide or wider than the mat. Toes out, heels in. I'm gonna face you, but you can stay wherever you are. Mine have to go wide so I can get the heels down. If yours are close and the heels are down, bravo. If you want to roll up your mat and put the mat or a blanket underneath your heels so you can ground them. It's a great modification. All right, open the hips. Should never feel pain here. So don't fake it till you make it. That was from the 90s. Here in the 2020s, we listen to our body. Open. Maybe make space between your palms. Got it. Take a fold forward. Good. You can release the roll up in your mat if you did so. Feet are hip width apart. I'm going to face you, so you're going to be mirroring me. It's always a challenge for me to say mirroring. Try it yourself. All right, so it's going to be your right leg, my left. Bend both knees. Reach underneath that right knee. And as you rise to stand, bring the knee with you. Tighten the belly. Tighten. Find something to look at. Bring your hands to meet at heart center. When you're steady, standing staff. I know I do not do enough balance poses, but yeah, I guess I have no reason. I just like the strong flow and the standing pose. If you're wobbly, do what you need to. Lift the right foot up a little bit higher and release it down. Hands to heart center. Step your feet wide, toes out, heels in. Roll up the mat if you need to. Grab a blanket. Good. Open the knees. Maybe space between your palms. And try not to round forward. There is a variation of Malasana where you round forward, but we're not doing it today. So spine tall, book on your head. Maybe find a little dynamic movement here. Letting the hips release. All right, come to center. Take a fold forward. Walk your feet in so they're hip width apart. This time it's your left foot. Bend the knees, hands under your left knee. Really draw the belly button in towards the spine as you rise. Not my day. It's all right. I'm still here. I'm still practicing. That is when you can call yourself a yogi. You move on, you push on, you go beyond whatever flimsy walls that you have built your box out of. Extend the leg. Do what you gotta for standing splits. Not standing splits, gosh, standing staff. That's it. Hold, if you fell with me, I'm sorry, but good job getting back on the horse. Lift those left toes a little higher and release, hands to heart center. Bravo. All right, take a fold. Bend the right knee, lift the left arm to the sky. Good, take a lot of weight out of that left leg. Maybe that top arm can pull back. And switch. Left hand down, left knee bends, right leg straightens, right arm to the sky. Go bigger if it works. So more weight off the left leg. Right chest opens. And fold. Good. Have a seat. We're going to extend our legs out, so I'm going to face you for a little bit, and then I may go profile for a little bit, trying to keep things easier, but who knows, I could be making them harder. So extend your legs out in front of you. Give them a shake. All right, we're gonna take your right knee and bend it. Both of your sit bones are on the floor. You can stay here, or lift that right foot up and over the straight leg. We're gonna twist. So anchor down through your sit bones, lift up through your crown. Your left arm reaches tall. Take a second, lengthen. Inhale, fill your lungs. And then twist to your right, dropping the right hand. Again, you're bringing out. What is it you need out? Maybe you focus on the physical. You're trying to get rid of some toxins. Maybe your digestion isn't the best. Then focus on tissue. And if maybe you have other stuff going on, more mentally, emotionally, try to wring that stuff out. We have enough going on. We don't need to put more stuff on ourselves. All right, release, face forward, half shoestring. You're gonna stack your right knee directly over your left knee. This right heel comes close to your, left hip. Not very good at mirror. And then we'll take a fold. So this is half Gomukhasana, or I call it shoestring. Take that fold. Good. Remember, in a fold, you're not rounding down, nose to top knee. You're straight and you're hinging right here at the hips. So chin towards left ankle. Stay where you are. I'm going to come to profile. Right ankle, left ankle. I have to switch it around. If I get it wrong, guys, you just keep where you are. All right, from our half shoestring, sit up. Both hands are going to come over to your left side. You're going to ground this right foot, so wherever it feels right, ground it. Outer edge of the other foot pressing into the mat, modified side plank. Good, if you get up here and you say, no way, my right knee, it feels wonky, come down, reposition. Maybe you need a bigger step off your mat and lift. Lift, 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 lift. Lengthen. Lift a little more and release. Nice job, you guys. Straighten both legs. So right foot, so left foot. You should not mirror. I'm going to stay this way. I think I can get it right. So bend your left knee. You can stay here or cross it up and over. Right arm to the sky. Inhale longer, taller. Exhale, twist to the left. The arm, the elbow rests down. Squeeze it out. Let it go. And you can soften as you let go. Soften and know that this will bring you peace. Letting whatever it is go will bring you peace. I hope you guys can hear the cardinals singing or talking. All right, release your twist. Stack the knees. Your left heel comes close to your right hip. Good. Flex the foot out in front of you. Take a fold. Remember, you're not leading with your nose to knee, but chin to that foot that's way out in front. Find length. Find hinge. Half shoestring, so good for your low back. Into the right glutes, the right outer hip. Been a good practice, you guys. I'm glad you joined me. It's worth every drop of sweat that's happening. Go ahead and sit up. And we're going to turn to the right this time. So both hands ground. You know where we're going. So adjust what you need to. That right hand is planted, left foot maybe way off the mat. Outer edge of the right foot presses down. There it is. Lift. Oh, I get a breeze on my neck. Hallelujah. God, reach to the top arm. Push into both feet and the right hand. Lift. Keep breathing. And release. Good. Soles of the feet touch. Now in Baddha Konasana, which is what this is, you want the soles of your feet together. If your knees are up, 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 my blocks are over there, but you can put blocks under your knees. You can slide your feet away from you. You can also bring your weight into your hands, having them planted behind you. This will make it a lot easier, and you could simply just press the knees down. If you are an old hand at this Baddha Konasana and you want it big, heels towards the groin, knees towards the floor. Inhale, pull up through the top of your head, and then again, it's a hinge. It's not a rounding, it's a hinge. Your chin is trying to touch, is going in the direction of the top of your mat. Knees press down. If your elbows are resting on those inner knees, use them. Push. Not with force, just with encouragement. Push down. Good. On an inhale, sit up tall. Give your legs a shake. Give your arms a shake. And let's come onto our backs. Roll back. I'm going to remove this. All right, hug the knees in. Any movements as your body is craving, go for it. I mean, maybe it's a big movement like wheel pose or full back bend. Maybe it's simply setting your feet down, taking a moment. I'm going to take a twist in each direction you can come with or go your own way. So my knees are going to the right, arms to the left, gaze to the left. And I like to grab my top wrist with my bottom hand and give it a really gentle pull to the left. Where's your breath? Has it gone shallow? Or has it stayed smooth and steady? Release your arms. Lift the knees. Before we go to the other side, I want you to plant the feet wide and do some windshield wipers side to side. And when you're ready, draw both knees into the chest first, and then tip them to the left, arms to the right. If you want the rear deltoid stretch on the left side, grab the left hand with the right wrist. Gentle pull. You have done what you came here to do. Celebrate you. You showed up. That's huge. You moved and you, excuse me, breathed. And now you have arrived here on your mat. For the best part of practice. If you are someone that skips out from your Shavasana, I encourage you, I beg you, stay for it. Even if it's just 3 quiet minutes, stay. All right, let's start to extend the legs out. I do not do a full 5 or 10 minute Shavasana, but if that's what you need, you can ignore me as I move on to close the practice. You can pause me, or you can say goodbye to me altogether. Close your eyes. Everything you have been holding on to, and that means the good stuff. That means your responsibilities that maybe you thrive taking care of. Just let all of it go. It's heavy most days. Let it go. Notice your front body starts to soften. It begins to feel airy, almost like there's nothing there. You're just open to the universe. And again, stay if you need it. And stay if you don't. If you fight Shavasana, think it's a waste of time, I encourage you to stay even longer. If you're coming out, bend the knees, roll onto your right side. Push yourself up when you're ready. Oh, that is not about how you look, it's about how you feel. So if you're in a seated position, bring your palms to meet, your thumbs resting at the center of your chest. And let's all be grateful for what we do have. Because once you stop to count those blessings, you will be amazed. There's so many more than you ever thought. So be grateful. Be kind. Namaste.